It's the Cruz brothers' first official day in San Myshuno, and they're already jumping into the daily grind. Mateo, trying to be the responsible older brother, has to get ready for his first day of work as a civic planner. And Sebastian, well, he starts school tomorrow, but first, homework. The air is heavy with smog. Not exactly the cleanest start to the day, but Mateo has work to do. His new job as a civic planner means he's got to collect recyclables. And where better to do that than the recycling plant? Sebastian, being the adventurous spirit he is, decided to tag along, although he'll have to squeeze in some homework while they're there. As a genius, Mateo's always thinking 3 steps ahead, and his perfectionist streak means he won't settle for less than the best. But with all these responsibilities, he's still a dance machine at heart. If there's one thing Mateo loves, it's hitting the club. Though with his new life, these late nights are probably in the past, right? It doesn't take long for Sebastian to make his first new friend. Seems like Sebastian may have found a kindred spirit in the city already. Meanwhile, Mateo is making friends of his own. Enter Marcus Flex, a real bro through and through. Whether it's hitting the gym or chilling out, Marcus knows how to have a good time. After some quick introductions, Mateo and Sebastian invite their new friends back to the apartment. What a better way to break the ice than with a good round of video games. It looks like the Cruz brothers are already starting to make their mark. After a fun afternoon with their new friends, it's time to wind down. Mateo whips up a hot pot for dinner, something warm and filling after a busy day. He and Sebastian sit down to eat, finally taking a breath after everything they've tackled. Dinner in the Cruz household is simple, but special. Nothing like some brother bonding. Now that Sebastian's in bed, Mateo's night begins. Marcus had plans for him. Turns out Marcus has invited Mateo to join him and some friends at a club in Windenburg. Mateo wants to be the responsible big brother, but even he knows when it's time to let loose. After all, the dance floor calls to him like nothing else, and Windenburg, well, it's home to some of the best clubs in town. With Sebastian asleep back home, it's time for Mateo to let loose. Surrounded by his new crew, he's ready to hit the dance floor. For tonight, the worries of work and responsibility are left behind. It's just him, the music, and the rhythm. Mateo quickly forgets about work, responsibility, and the early morning ahead. And then Mateo spots her, Candy. Blonde, pink, and definitely here for a good time. She's got a fun energy about her. Though let's be honest, she seems like the type who never takes anything too serious. Perfect. But the night's not over yet. Mateo hits the bar, feeling a little too confident after his time on the dance floor. 2 girls are chatting nearby, and Mateo, buzzed and riding the high of the night, decides to test his charm. Ouch. Ooh. Unfortunately for Mateo, his smooth moves don't work as well at the bar, and the 2 girls politely decline his advances. No harm, no foul, but maybe it's a sign the night's starting to catch up with him. Mateo makes it home, dreading the alarm that's a few hours away. For now, though, sleep is all he can think about. Until he walks in, and there he is, Sebastian, getting himself ready for school all by himself. At that moment, Mateo feels a pang of guilt hit him hard. Is he already failing as a guardian? Was last night a mistake? Mateo passes out with Sebastian taking care of himself. Mateo hopes his little brother's first day of school goes smoothly because his own day is about to be really rough. Meanwhile, though, Sebastian is full of energy and ready for his first day at his new school. He's packed his own lunch, dressed for success, and eager to see what the adventures of the day have in store. While Mateo is dealing with his own challenges, Sebastian's excited to explore his new world. He's used to taking care of himself after all. Mateo's alarm blares like it's Tia Elena herself, reminding him of his poor choices. Groggy, exhausted, he barely manages to get out of bed. He's running on fumes, and it's going to be a hard day. But work won't wait, so Mateo does his bare minimum, throws on his work gear, grabs his hard hat, and stumbles out of the door. Later, after school, thanks to Mateo, Sebastian's enrolled in an after-school club at the local community center. It's the perfect place for him to unwind after school, make a few friends, and finish up on his homework. Sebastian spends the afternoon doing what he does best, having fun. With friends, games, and new adventures to discover, he's blissfully unaware of how exhausted his big brother is. My gosh, Mateo barely makes it home. As soon as he reaches their apartment, his body gives out, and he crumbles to the floor in exhaustion. His head swims, and for a moment, he's beyond thankful Sebastian isn't home to witness this. If his little brother saw him like this, Mateo doesn't want to think about it. Sebastian arrives home full of energy after his after-school club is finished. His return home wakes Mateo from his short rest, and even though he's still freaking dead tired, he forces himself to greet Sebastian with a smile. The last thing he wants is for his brother to notice how rough his day has been. Dinner is simple and quiet. No distractions, no chaos, just a calm evening after a long day. For the first time since last night, Mateo feels a little bit of peace. As Sebastian heads to bed, Mateo can't help but reflect on the day. The guilt from his morning lingers in his head, weighing on him. He knows he has to do better, both for himself and his baby brother. He's so freaking lucky that Sebastian is none the wiser. If Sebastian even knew the toll this is taking on him, it would break Mateo's heart. Mateo vows to improve for himself and most importantly for Sebastian. No more late nights. No more mistakes. He can't afford to fail. When Sebastian is counting on him, tomorrow's a new day. And Mateo is determined to make tomorrow better than today. Let's hope.